Today we're going to be going over arithmetic operators. These are the ones that you probably already know. For multiplication, make sure that you use the star symbol that's located above the 8 on your keyboard. And then for division, make sure that you use the forward slash. These are the two that you might not already know. So we have modulus, which gives you the remainder. It's notated by the percent sign that's found on above the 5 on your keyboard. And what this is doing is um, it's dividing two numbers and then finding the remainder from that operation. So in this example, we're doing 9 modulus 2. So what this will do is 9 divided by 2, which gives us 4 remainder 1. So that remainder 1 is going to be the answer. So the answer will be 1. For exponents, make sure that you use two star symbols right next to each other. So in this example, we'd be doing 5 to the power of 2, which is 25. Order of operations. So for order of operations, we just follow regular PEMDAS. We're going to be doing parentheses first. So 1 plus 2, 3. Then we're going to do exponents. So 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Then we can do multiplication. So 9 times 5 is 45. And quick note, if you put two numbers in parentheses and then put them next to each other, it will not multiply them, even though you might think it would. It'll just give you an error. The correct way to do this, you have to use the star symbol to multiply. So if we do this in our Python console, we can actually go ahead and do it right here. We could do 5 plus 2, 7, 7 divided by 2, like that. We could do 6 times 5 plus 4, basically anything. We can use parentheses as well. So if we did 5 plus 2 in here, and then we did times 2, it gives us 14. So let's clear this real quick. And if you were to put it in here, so if you did something like 1 plus 2, it actually will not give you the output here. You have to make sure to put it in a print statement. So if you do that, it'll then give you 3. And in this print statement, we can use all the complexity that we just used. So we can do a multiplication symbol here. We can add parentheses like this, and it all still works. So when it comes to the task of assigning these operations to variables, we could do something like this. So say we have a variable called my number, and we're going to set it equal to any operation. We can just make one up. We're going to do 5 plus 2 to the power of 2, and then we're going to go ahead and print our value of our variable. So it's going to print the value of my number. And then if we run this, it gives us 49. So what this is doing is first evaluating whatever the number is on this side, and then it's going to assign it to my number. So that's pretty self-explanatory. But if we can also add two variables together. So I still do that, but okay. So we have my number right here, right? And then maybe we have a secondary number, and we're just going to set that equal to 5, and then we can make a new number, maybe called answer, equals my number plus secondary number. And then we can go ahead and print out answer. Then that'll give us 54. So what this does is it gets the value of my number, which we know is 49, and then it gets the value of secondary number, which we know is 5, and then it adds them together, which gives us 54, and then it assigns it back to the variable answer, and then we print it. So here's a quick tip that you might want to use when you're updating a variable. So say we have a variable called age, and its initial value is 20. Now, say we want to take whatever value of age we already have and add 1 to it, and that's the new age. So basically, we're just trying to increment age by 1. How would we do this? We would do something like age equals age plus 1, and then we can just go ahead and print age. And this does actually work. What's happening here is it evaluates this side before it assigns it to this side, remember? So what will happen is when we're evaluating this side first, we see that the age variable that's the value of age at that moment in time is currently 20. And then we're going to add 1 to whatever that value is. So since the value is 20, when we add 1, we get 21. And then we reassign 21 back to the variable age. So now the variable of age has the value 21. So then when we print that, we get 21. And a quick shorthand for this is to just do plus equals 1, and it gives you the same thing. So it's not just for addition, it can also work for subtraction, multiplication, and even division. And keep in mind, this value on the side doesn't have to be exactly 1. It can be whatever we want. So we can make it 5. We can even make it a decimal. So any of that works. So that's a quick tip that you might want to use later on. So yeah, that's all for this video.